Smart guy.
It's easy note-taking. Say hello.
Hola.
She's American.
It's true.
And,
What do you want my name?
well, name, country.
Okay. Timmy.
I know it's hard.
My name is Timmy. Female.
Maybe the taller ones can be at the back a little bit and the shorter
forgot, I'm
ones
sorry.
in front, if it's possible.
I think there is one more short, very short.
No, you need there's boxes. You have to see this.
Okay, everybody. Well, when the passengers,
And the
when they go on the tour, they come from here, they know that they need to leave this behind. That's what we talked about earlier. When they are leaving the ship, they need to hand in the room keys to the reception desk. Hi, maybe help you.
I know.
This is training, huh?
Talking about my devices, isn't it?
Yes, we were.
Were they good? Did you like them?
They were wonderful.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but
Well, you
On
know,
purpose.
bit by bit, I think, well, it's going to work out. It's much more easier than what we
And
were.
these guys are doing.
They're getting trained for the reception.
Oh, they are going to be receptionists as well.
Well,
Everything.
they are going to be replacing the reception at the same time. Yeah. Well, thank you for the explaining. It was very clear and helpful.
Thank you.
Excuse us.
Please. Gli italiani non ci stanno qui, no? Niente.
Lingua italiana molto difficile.
No, no, bella.
Oh, yeah, I was just say what language is that, but
Mangi
you
spaghetti,
don't know.
parli proprio spaghetti e vino e parli italiano come me.
Sounds Italian.
Spaghetti and wine and you speak Italian like me. Then you, all of you know to say pizza, amore,
Yeah.
cappuccino.
We can do all that.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Alright. Have a nice day.
Okay, they're going to come down here and they're going to be like, I'm in cabin 216. So these cabin keys, they need to be exchanged for what we call those guest passports. Yeah? Boarding passes. However you might want to call, well, not however you might want to call those. They are how do you call those? Guest passport. Guest passport. So you're like 216, there you are, have a nice day. This belongs here. When they come back from the tour, they're going to come over and they're going to say, well, I would like to have my key back. I'm in cabin, it says here 216, so you then hand them the key over. Yeah? When the ship is leaving from the port, whoever is here behind the reception desk, whether it's you or whether it's the receptionist, you will always need to check if everybody's on board. Now, how do we do that? By looking into these key slots here, all you need to have there are these little cards. Yeah? Presuming that everybody picked up their room keys, right? So if you see the key here in cabin 304, you see that Mr. and Mrs. Smith might be still off the ship. So what you need to do, announce them. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is the announcement for Mr. and Mrs. Smith from cabin 304. Please contact the reception desk at your earliest convenience. We are just about to leave the port. Okay? So that's how you control whether everybody's on board or not. Eh? I would also like to explain you how one can program these things, these keys. And usually you do have two computers behind the reception desk. One is for the receptionist and the other one is for the PD. Sometimes PD has a separate program director's desk. Can everybody see on this screen here? Can we bring it up here? Can we put it up here? Can we try? I don't want to mess up the whole thing.
Filming it.
Very good.
Wait, slowly. Okay, super. That's better. Can everybody see well? Or we could maybe turn it the other way around and we would be standing from the other side so we can see better.
Yeah.
Hi.
Viking.
Thank you.
Viking Crew Club on the Facebook, the pictures.
Once you program the key, this is where it needs to go. Okay, right into this little machine here. But I'm going to explain you how to do it from the other side since there are so many of us. So
You don't have keyboard there.
I don't need a keyboard.
You can control it from the
Yeah.
mouse.
I don't know how to stand not to be in your way though. Yeah, okay. This program here, which is called which is called WinCard. That's the one for programming the keys. Okay? WinCard. And this is what it looks like. Okay? You do have a few options here. If the passenger comes and says, well, my key for some reason doesn't work anymore, then you can reactivate the key. Here it says, let's say their guest key cards. If an employee comes over and says, well, I locked out myself, I left my key in the cabin, they need a new key, then you need to go to the employee rooms. And these two are basically those that you will be using while being behind the reception desk. So if the passenger comes and says, well, my key doesn't work, this is how we make it work. You click on it, and this window pops out. You need to know what cabin number logically they have. Let's say it's cabin 104, 104. And when it comes to the next steps, you gotta be a kind of little bit quicker, otherwise it kind of kicks you out. So you click on encode, add guest. It says insert key card, and that little box down there, that's where you insert it. Okay? So that's how to make a new key. Sometimes these cards, they do get deactivated if the guests are carrying that in their purse, in their wallets, close to the magnets. Okay?
That happened today, actually,
Yeah,
with some of us. Yeah.
Or the cell phone, or anything magnetic.
Pacemaker.
You see? Out of time. So if you just want to make an extra key, once you click on encode, you need to add guests. And then you insert a key. Yeah, is it clear?
Yes.
If you would not, if you would put down there 104, and then you would make it new, all the keys that have been issued for that cabin will be deactivated. They're not going to be working anymore. Okay? So if they need an extra key, just always go to encode, cabin number, encode, add guests. Off you go, huh? Okay, how about the crew members?
Employee key card.
That's the main window again. You click on the employee room, and it's exactly the same procedure. Let's say cabin 422, encode. Well, not really the same, but again, encode and add card. Yeah?
Always should be crew 8 because there is 2.
Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. So let's try again. Cabin 422, encode. Okay. A or B, wherever is highlighted, click on encode, add card. Yeah? So basically always cabin number, encode, add card. Yeah? Okay, while we are on this side, let me see what else can I explain you from the computer.
If you don't see if
We also do exchange money behind the reception desk, and I would like to explain you a little bit more about the exchange program that we have on board, which is called Protel, P-R-O-T-E-L. That's the reservation system that we have here on board.
That's right.
And this is what the icon looks like. You see? It says exchange. So you click on it. And then if the guest would like to, let's say that the guest would like to exchange $100 into euros, you need to go to cash register. And now I need to think about it because I haven't been exchanging money for a while. Which one? Which one would that be? To exchange the money? Currency exchange? There we go. So we click on the cash register, currency exchange, window pops up, and then here you go to the US dollars. Let's say that they would like to exchange $100. Can you put in 100? So basically the guests for $100 are gonna get 68.63 euros. Okay? We also do have a commission of 10%. But you know, quite frankly, and they ask that quite often, they say, well, okay, 10% commission, am I better off outside in the exchange office exchanging my dollars? Quite frankly, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference because we do have 10% commission, but if you go outside, they don't give you that rate. So we are talking of the difference, maybe euro or two. And they, you know, it's good to tell them, you know, that saves them some time again outside looking for the bank, looking for the exchange office. Not really a big deal. But I would always suggest you to let them know first how much money they are going to get and then exchange. So if they say, yeah, well, that's okay with me, then you just click on yes, you do want to proceed. There is a cash box behind the counter. You take those $100 and you are going to pay out 68.63. The guests, they can also exchange British pounds, for instance. Let's try it again. Cash register, currency exchange, British pounds, 100 please. And for 100, we are gonna get this amount of euros. Right? Do we have any questions about that?
I do. For the countries that are not on the euro, do we exchange for their money or is it just euros?
Like what?
Like on between Budapest and Bucharest, like because I know what.
Dinars.
Yeah.
Lei.
I mean, if they come over and they say, well, I would like to have $100 exchange for the local currency. No, you do not.
Okay.
You do not. And whatever they have left over from Hungarian forints, I'm afraid not. But please check that with the receptionist while being on board, but normally not really. Yeah.
And some of the outside shop, they will accept euros even though in Hungary.
In those countries on
the street they will accept.
the Black Sea, yeah.